So I've been getting a few questions from my students about how to find the slope of a line given 2 points whose coordinates are both letters and numbers. So I thought I'd make a video that would help us remember how to find the slope of a line given just 2 points with just numbers, and then give a second example where I'd show you how to find the slope given 2 points whose coordinates are both variables or letters and numbers. And this kind of example is particularly helpful for students in pre-calc and calc, but can still be applied for all levels of math. So to begin, let's remember our formula for slope. The slope of a line passing through 2 points A and B whose coordinates are x1, y1, and x2, y2 are given by this slope formula. So basically, it's the slope is equal to the y2 minus y1, or the subtraction of the difference between the y values and the difference between the x values. And sometimes you might see this as rise over run. So for an example here, the first part we're going to do is just going to involve numbers rather. And in this case, we have 2 points that have just numbers in the coordinates, and the first number in the first pair of coordinates is x1, and then this is y1, and x2, y2, and these are from the same basic formula, y2, y1, and x2, x1. So the first thing we're going to do is apply the formula, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and we have these values that we can substitute into our formula. So our y2 is 8, our y1 is 4, our x2 is 5, and our x1 is 2. So we do 8 minus 4 over 5 minus 2, and we get 4/3 for our slope in part A. Now part B is a little bit more involved because it has letters and numbers, but we still use the same basic formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And in this case, the first coordinate of our first point is still x1, and our second coordinate in our first point, is y1. And then we have x2 and y2. So we're going to substitute these values, where we have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we're going to do some simplifying by dropping the parentheses. So to do that, we distribute the negative sign through this set of parentheses to give us minus x squared minus 3. And this simplifies because the 3's cancel to a squared minus x squared over a minus x. So the a squared minus x squared can be factored because it's the difference of two perfect squares into a minus x times a plus x. And then we notice our a minus x factors cancel, and we're left with the slope of m equals a plus x. Hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.